Hi.
El Paso's Metadata Center.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, that almost rhymes. Metadata.
Yeah.
Metadata Center that is set to be built in Northeast El Paso got a money boost yesterday. Company officials showed up and they said they will be upping their investment in the borderland from $1 to $10 billion.
That's a bit of an
A
investment.
little bit, yeah. So
Boy.
organizers say the multi-billion-dollar investment is going to create about 4,000 operational and construction jobs. Let's hear what else they had to say.
I think this is emblematic of our relationship with El Paso and the partnerships that we've built here, and the trust between both Meta as well as El Paso that we've been able to establish.
Okay, so in the meantime, a letter this week from El Paso Congresswoman Veronica Escobar called on Meta to hold public listening sessions and provide answers on how the data center will be building in El Paso and how that's going to be built in El Paso will impact the community. Meta says it's going to form a partnership to provide over 100 homes with clean running water, collaborate on new water restoration projects that are going to help provide technology to local farmers that will help them minimize their water withdrawal.
Yeah.
Right.
I caught that too.
I mean,
Yeah.
really?
Right.
You guys are going to be blowing out the location that you're building.
But the
and
farmers
you're
should go
worried
with
about
less.
the farmers?
Yeah. Oh, they're not
Ugh.
worried. They're not worried. They just want the farmers using as much water.
Okay, so Meta says they're going to use this water-efficient closed-loop system that's going to cool the center and minimize operational water use for most of the year. I'm guessing the hottest part of the year is when that's not going to be, so much.
Yeah, no way. Not when it's 110 here
Well,
in the middle
no.
of July.
Yeah.
One of the main pros of this that people will say is like, well, it's gonna bring jobs.
So many jobs.
Think about the jobs that this is
Yeah.
gonna bring in, right? Like think about the high-paying jobs that this brings into El Paso. Think about the construction jobs it brings in. Let me just pop the bubble for a second for you. And this is not me saying this specifically about El Paso. This has happened with every data center that has been built. They're not hiring you.
Right, exactly.
They don't want to hire
Local.
Your local company might have a hand in building this because it's just convenient. They just want people here to build it because they don't want to ship in people from out of state.
Right.
But when it comes to running these things and
Yeah.
staffing these things, they are not hiring El Pasoans.
No, they're not.
They don't want you. There are very few people in this city that are qualified to work in something like this.
And it has nothing to do with being from El Paso.
No.
In any other city, just Google it. In any other city, they bring in their own
They
people.
got their guys for this. They're
And-
bringing in their own employees.
And not only just because the level of expertise, but also this is very highly classified material
Yeah.
to their company.
Right.
And they don't want just anybody having
right.
access to it.
It-
You've got to be a real company person
And that-
to work for this company.
That number they threw out there, 4,000 construction jobs
Yeah.
at its height, those are all just temporary.
Well, yeah, and that's
They're
it.
just temporary.
Once that stuff is built, those
Yeah.
jobs
They
evaporate.
go away.
Yeah.
That's right. And meanwhile, they're going to be using all our resources.
And by the way, KTSM did ask for a one-on-one interview with Meta officials, and they were like, we're not so much right now. We're not
Right.
doing one-on-one interviews.
Yeah.
Funny you should ask.
Yeah.
No,
Peasants,
we're not doing
go
that.
away,
Well, I think that's why they did this press conference,
Yeah.
so they wouldn't do anything with the community where
Exactly.
where you can speak out, because
Exactly.
they don't want to answer your questions.
And I'm glad that our lawmakers are saying, look, we need some transparency here. We need some discussion. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is
Because this is a done deal. And I'm sorry, Mayor Renard Johnson, you guys have got to look into the kind of businesses you're bringing in here. This is not it. And I know that this is not on his administration, but he was talking about how, we have to up our business community
Right.
because that will help alleviate local property taxes.
Right.
This ain't it.
Unless I don't see how this really, really, really could benefit El Paso unless there's some sort of philanthropy that's going on
Yeah.
with Meta, right? Like, hey, we're coming in and we're going to contribute X millions of dollars
And they're
to
not.
the city. And there's just been no reporting.
No.
I mean, there's just been no indication that that's going to be the case. And really all it is them taking resources and energy and not hiring El Pasoans. Like that's
And that's it. And that's pretty much it in a
what it
nutshell.
boils down to.